close below all these candles to the left. So what does this mean? Now there's a higher chance that we are going to move down than we're going to move up. Let's look at the next candles here. See this? We moved down, and where did we move till? We moved till this area, this wick area where we had highlighted, right? But the idea here was that, okay, obviously we had a confirmation here with this bearish candle, but the probability wasn't there for it to move down yet, right? And then once you were looking at the charts you're waiting, you saw this candle move, break below than all these candles. So you can say, okay, you know what, we got the Mr. Gladiator here, which did what all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles could not do. So now basically now we're trying to move down. Let's see the chart. So box and wait. Yeah, exactly. Box and wait. Box and wait. You're waiting for that one candle to break below or above than the previous candles. Let's see what happens next. Oh, okay, yeah. We continue to move down, right? So again, we had this big candle move. Big candle move means a lot of volume in the market, right? So you eventually caught the big candle move down. So when you caught this move down, it moved all the way down here to support. And when you're looking left, you see all these clusterfuck of candles. So you're saying, okay, you know what? Maybe price is going to have some issues here because you see this bullish candle, it rejected it. So now you place your stops at break even and you let the Forex gods do what they want to do with price. And what did they do? They kept moving down, and when price starts to move down, you're looking left to see the destination. Maybe the destination is down over here. Or if you're a conservative trader, maybe for you the destination is down over here, right? Because you see that price stopped over here. It formed a bullish candle, but this bullish candle was very weak. Look at the body, man. This was very weak body. This does not mean we're going to move up. This was a very weak body candle. And the next candle, look at this candle. This is like that fucking golem from Lord of the Rings. Skinny candle doing nothing, no strength in moving up, right? So because you needed a strong bullish candle forming right over here, something like this. So you can say, okay, now we formed support, and we can keep a stop down here, and we can, like, you know, maybe move up. But this candle was weak, right? So you kept your stops at break even, and you caught some pips, and you're like, okay, you know what? We lost the trade, but then we eventually won a trade. Let's see the chat here. Don't worry about the time frame, just pay attention to what he's saying. Yeah, exactly. So it's this is just for the candles, you know. This is just, let's say this is a 1 hour time frame or the 30-minute time frame. Let's put it that way, because you're looking for strong confirmation, and strong confirmations happen on 30-minute and the 1 hour. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so what's happening over here, mate? All right, so what do we got here? We have, oh, I'm going to use my arrows now. We had a strong bullish candle moving up. So let's say that you came to the charts right over here. You had a strong bullish candle moving up, and then you had this weak bullish candle that formed, which dictates that, okay, you know what, maybe bullish momentum is dying down. And then you have this weak bearish candle moving here. Now, the trend is bullish, right? You have a bullish trend, but you have a bearish candle forming. And then you have a weak bullish candle forming. So does this tell us that we're moving up? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're moving up, right? Because now what we got to do is we got to wait for the next candle to close, right? So let's see what the next candle does. Oh, we have a bearish candle moving. So now, perfect. We have a bearish candle forming. So now some people are going to say, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're probably going to keep a stop loss above this candle and then take a sell to move all the way down, right? But what you're not looking at is when you're looking left, you see this potential area over here. So now this is the 1 hour chart or the 30-minute chart, right? You're looking to see that, okay, now these candles, they rejected a price level. You know, there was some price level way over here. So they rejected this price. So this is an important price, right? So now when you're trying to take a sell and your potential destination is down over here, man, this is nothing. This is like a very risky trade here, because your risk is up here and your potential reward is down over here, or maybe down over here, right? But you're looking at this, yeah, whoever did that, so you're right. So this is probably an area of interest. So I would say we're just going to wait to see what price does, because this will be a very, very risky trade if you take a sell, because you have that resistance to the left-hand side. So let's see what happens next. We're going to wait for the next candle to close. There we go. Perfect. What's happening now? Right? Now you have a bullish candle forming on the 1 hour time frame or the 30-minute time frame, and then you can say, okay, now if your bias is bullish and you're saying that, okay, our bias is bullish, we had a bullish breakout candle from this area right over here, we had a bearish candle forming, and then we had another bearish candle forming, but now we have a bullish candle forming. Right, so now this means that on the this is the 1 hour time frame, right? So now we have found support on the 1 hour time frame, and probability dictates that since we had big bull candles and we have found some sort of a support. So now probability is that if we keep a stop below this candle, there's a higher chance that the next candle is probably gonna continue moving up and break this mini resistance which is formed, because, like, you know, we are good traders. We are trading when there's volume in the market, and we're trading the New York and London overlap, right? Or we're trading in London. So when there's volume, support resistances get broken in trending markets, right? Never be afraid of that. So let's see what happens next. Perfect. You have a move up, right? See, you have a move up, and when you look left, this candle, it broke above this mini resistance, right? So this is your chance to put your stops at break even, right? Because once you have your stops at break even and you're waiting for the next candles, you have continued move up. Make sense? So basically you just waited. You waited for candles because, man, like, you know, some people are going to say, okay, well, why didn't it come all the way down here to do a retest? But that's just how the market flows. That's the ebbs and flows of the market. Right? You just have to be fluid with it. You have to wait to see what the candles are doing, what the candles are printing, right? So let's go to our, yeah, see, so now we came up and then we start to move down, right? So that's why you have stops at break even. You took profit somewhere here, and then when price starts to move down, either you closed position or, like, you know, okay, so let's take this, for example, here too, right? So since price is moving down, you see this mini resistance. So obviously you're probably might think that, okay, you're like, you know what, probably we're gonna start to move up from here. But the candle is bearish here, right? It's a bearish candle. So you want to look for another bullish candle to be formed right over here, which is not forming, but there we go. So you'd want a bullish candle to be formed here, saying, oh, we formed support here because we had fucking support over here too, so now we should start to move up, right? So you got to wait for those candles to form, but you did not get that bullish candle. You got all bearish candles. So there was no retest. So we're going to move to our last example now. All right, so what's happening here? We had a strong bullish candle, and then we had a weak bullish candle, and then when you come to a chart, you see this bearish candle, right? So now this bearish candle has no lower wick. What does this mean? This means that this candle created no range for the next candle to move down, right? So we're probably going to wait to see how the next candle forms, right? That's the basic idea. Now we're waiting to see how the next candle is going to form. Let's look at this. Oh, perfect. We're moving down, right? We're moving down. This candle formed bearish, so now the idea was that next candle is going to go bullish, so we waited for the candle to form, but eventually this candle formed bearish, and now when we look left, what do we see? When we look left, we see that, okay, maybe this area is going to be some sort of an interesting area, so what are we going to do? We're going to wait for a candle to form bullish candle, because it's reaching this resistance area, resistance turns support, so we want to see if a support is going to be formed here. Because if we can see a support form, we can say, okay, you know what, now we can probably take a probability buy, right? So let's see how the next candle closes. We have another bearish candle. Do we enter now? Some